Those two guys who just left, huge factors in the outcome of tonight's game. I give Fred and Nebraska a lot of credit. They've been in here since Saturday, and I don't know if that's an easy thing or a good thing sometimes. Easing up on the travel. They came straight from Maryland. I think we beat them in by half an hour, 45 minutes Saturday night. A game, and to be very honest, we were really flat emotionally, and you saw that in the insurgence of those two guys who were just up there. Ty and Sincere, their effort and energy was just through the roof, changed the game. They've got a unique game plan, the way they play. Defensively, taking away post-ups and rotating so hard, it's hard to get the ball in there. But I thought that transition was huge. Then I think this is the second game in a row we've had halves where we've held teams under 20 points. The DER, I know in the second half, was 0.5, which is really, really good. And then obviously the 24-6 run at the end of the game. But again, I thought a night we weren't at our best. I don't want to discount Nebraska, and they played very, very good. And Fred's one of the best offensive coaches in all of basketball, and puts his teams in the right spots. But I thought our defense prevailed. That's what we have to hang our hat on, is that, and I think that our guys understood. RJ, by the way, had two really big charges, but I thought that I think our guys have to understand that mental approach, not making scouting report mistakes, playing with energy. That's something we can control. We talked about it for the last 2 days, but happy for the win, and really happy for those three freshmen. I thought they all did a lot of really good things.
Brad? 3-point shooting, 5 for 29. Nebraska forces you to shoot a lot of threes with the way they play. What's it going to take for you guys to knock down more shots from the perimeter to kind of open up things?
Let me know when you figure it out. We shoot 1 million of them. I say this every day. RJ Melendez is a really, really good shooter, and the ball's not going in. And we'll see if that's where we get a Luke Goody back, if that helps. We've seen Matt Meyer go on huge runs. I thought he took some really hard shots tonight. We need Coleman's 3-point shooting. He's been fighting a little wrist injury. We got good shooters. We got to keep, we got to find the right balance. And they're number one in college basketball in the number of jump shots given up. So you're going to shoot some of those. But to go 5 of 29, win by 16, I'll take it.
Coach, what was different about the approach defensively in the second half? And specifically, seems like there were some things geared to slowing down Greasel and taking him out of the game a little bit.
Well, I mean, he knocked Terrence into the bleachers about 3 times. Terrence just gave ground, and we got out of his way. We didn't play with any physicality, any toughness. He's a really good player. He's a 6'8" point guard, and he posts up. And if you double him, they've got electric shooters, and that's a common theme in the Big Ten is just clear side, post up, space out, and play bully ball. And whether it's a 2 or a 3, how many attempts do you get? 17. Pretty good that he gets 17 attempts, and some of the 3-point shooters don't get as many.
I don't think we've ever seen you come out from halftime with as much time left as you did. What was behind that? What did you want to accomplish out there?
Well, I pretty much got everything said in about 30 seconds. Went to the bathroom, washed my hands, and decided to go enjoy the fans and the Orange Crush and look at my play card a little bit and try to figure out what happened. I wasn't going to sit in there and re-diagram anything up, or I pretty much said it in 30 seconds to a minute, and wasn't really in the mood to listen to my staff at that time, so I just came out and had a few peaceful moments and enjoyed the fans and looked up and saw a lot of orange and realized how fortunate I am to be a basketball coach at Illinois.
That.
Is this the kind of night, as a complimentary piece, you could see Ty Rogers being, not only tonight, but in his career, where, you know, some guys don't like being the complimentary parts. He seems to relish in that role.
Yeah, he's 6 offensive rebounds. I mean, those 6 extra possessions are huge, and you know, he's invaluable to our team, and he works so hard every day, and it's nice to see good things happen to guys who work that hard. And he's a terrific player. He can handle the ball. He can rebound it. You know, he's guarding literally 5 different spots at times. That versatility is a plus.
Going to the way back.
Coach kind of weathered the storm of a couple of runs, one in the first half and that one to start the second half. What does that say about the resilience of this group, especially with it being such a young group and an experienced group, to be able to weather those storms and come away with a run of your own?
We're doing that. I wish we weren't, but I also understand we're playing the second best conference in college basketball, and these teams are really, really good. And you're going to get teams make baskets. You're not just going to shut them out. And we would love to have that. But I think it's a lot of growth. I think it's a lot of mix and matching, finding the right lineups that work sometimes. Tonight it was the 2 freshmen off the bench, and it was all defense. Didn't have anything to do with, I wasn't thinking of one thing about an offensive substitution. A lot of times I do, but you know, a lot of times it's just mixing and matching until you find it, and we got it stopped. And these guys are tough, and they're fighting like crazy. And you know, when you win, like I said, you win 7 of 8 in this league, you're doing some things all right, and you're getting a little tougher.
Brad, usually you rely on veterans for moments like this, but to have those guys, I think they had 15 freshmen had 15 of the last 24 points, a lot of defensive things too. What does that say about them, and what are they going to mean for your team moving forward?
Yeah, they're good. They're good players. I mean, it's nice to have. I got a lot of confidence in Jayden. I got a lot of confidence in what Ty's going to do, and I know he's a guy that is going to shut down the other team's best player. I don't know how many games has Buck changed with his defense and his tenacity. And I mean, you know, Tamananga hits a couple, insert him, water cut off, and then it leads to a couple easy baskets in transition, and he gets a couple easy ones. And yeah, I mean, those guys are all really good players, and I'm happy for them. We needed them tonight, and in a night when we weren't our sharpest, they were, and it's nice to see that.
Andy?
Sincere, how important was it for him to kind of really not miss a beat at all after kind of the lineup change and kind of be able to still?
Yeah, only you guys make a deal about the lineup change. I'm so tired of all that crap. You guys think that crap matters. It doesn't. Winning matters. And you know, we had a lot of conversations with him. He's fine. He's playing the same amount of minutes. It doesn't impact. It's you know, the way I'm about ready to make another one. I mean, the way we're starting games stinks. And you know, you got to find the right combination, the right energy, the right flow, and we'll see. You guys make way too much out. You guys have been around Lauren way too long, in these 90 years, but gosh darn, it's not that big a deal.
Derek?
Jayden seemed to do a good job getting to the paint late in the shot clock. How much do you want to see maybe possessions end like that when things break down versus a pull-up Jay?
A lot. He's elite at it. He has done that all year. There has not been hardly anybody keep that young man out of the paint. And when he's, we all know he can finish and he can score in there. When he starts making that one, when it's the right time, man. I mean, he's one of the. I'm just telling you, he's one of the best freshman guards in the country. I believe that. And offensively, he lives in the paint. And I couldn't be more confident in him and in that situation.
Coach, what did you see from Nebraska's transition defense? Seems like there were times when you were trying to speed them up a little bit, and they only had 3 offensive rebounds. Would you rather grab and go a little bit more and get some transition baskets?
Yeah, I think it was a nice balance. I think it was 12-2 or something like that. You know, I think our reputation is pretty well established that you don't want to run with Illinois. If you get us out in the open court, Terrence Shannon's a monster. Matt Meyer's really good. Jayden is really good. Coleman Hawkins is really good. So you've got teams that just don't offensive rebound. They send 4 back. And, you know, it gets a little harder to get transition baskets when, and that's been our MO my whole time here. So we're going to take them when they're there. But, you know, when we got to run offense, we got to run offense.
You've talked about Ty's rebounding quite a bit. Is there anything in specific that makes him maybe so effective on the offensive end?
He goes. Not once, not twice. We chart every single day in practice the percentage of times that when we're in live situations that he goes to the glass. And in a perfect world, I'd love to get 40% of our misses back. But you got to get guys going. And Ty goes every single time. And his go rate is incredible. Well, when you go opposite and you know that 75% of your shots missed are going to go opposite, he goes to that area. And he's very intelligent. He's long, he's strong, and he's pretty tenacious with it. And one of the things I loved about him in the recruiting game is when we recruited him, is he's tenacious on boards for his size. He never lets it bother him.
I know you said you got a lot of good shooters, but you still put them up at a pretty good clip. Is there any balance there to dial it back, or do you want them to keep putting that up with Law?
Every game's it's got its own deal. Tonight, you know, Nebraska's probably done the best job guarding big boy at Purdue. I mean, you're doubled before you catch it because they rotate on the baseline so hard, and it's very challenging to get the ball in there, knowing that you're doubled. Sometimes you're fronted. You've got to seal high-low. Tonight was a game where you've got to move the ball and put them in closeouts and drive it again. And that's why they've given up the most jump shots in the country at any level. And so you've got to be ready to make them, and we didn't do it at a very good clip tonight.
Okay?
Thank
that's
you.
it. Thanks, Coach.